All right, so this is like the first time in a while that I've recorded a video doing a late night gym run where I don't feel sad or any of that. Like, I'm in a great fucking mood. I got some information that really warmed my heart. Proud of somebody, and that's all I'm gonna say. Leave it at that. There's something that I love, and I'm going to share this because it holds dear to my heart, and it's a big deal to me. When somebody fucking fights and they keep coming back, that's a fucking big deal to me. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to fight and keep coming back, even if I don't want to. I know what it's like to walk into a fucking room after a couple years of going back out and not wanting to look people in the face and not wanting to look them in the eye and just fucking go get that white tag, or, like, I know what that's like. And it just, anytime I hear or I see it in a meeting, somebody do that, it's a big deal to me. I know what it's like to be out there fucking hating myself, and I know what it's like to fucking have, 1 day, 20 days, 33 days. I know what that's like. 60 days to just fucking build these days. It's a big deal to me when people do that. That's one of the reasons I love going to these meetings, and seeing somebody that, like, is willing to just fucking do it. For me, I couldn't get 30 days unless I went into treatment. Maybe I could, but I can't even say I could. I tried. I couldn't get fucking 7 days. So anytime I see somebody in there with like fucking 2 weeks, and they're just fucking going to these meetings and they're fucking just doing it, that my hat goes off to them. I consider myself pretty strong, but there's a level of strength in that, somebody that didn't have to go into a treatment center to get it. It's a big deal to me. So I just, I'm proud of anybody who can fucking pick up some time and, do the damn thing. It's a big deal. Having said that, I'm going to do this thing. And seems like my fucking brain, I swear to God, send something to somebody, they don't respond, I'm just automatically assuming they don't like me. So funny. Anyways, and that's just like, I'll use that as an example for this. I got somebody that's in one of my home groups that I just checked in on, and they didn't respond. So I'm like, immediately I'm like, fuck, man, they fucking hate me. Or they still hate me. And then they respond back by saying, yeah, I'm really bad at texting back. I'm doing well. Man, I'm so quick to jump to conclusions, assume, and take things personally. I don't know if that'll ever fucking go away. I just work through it, and hopefully it does one day. Like, hopefully one day I don't fucking just jump to that, There's a comedian, he talks about first thought wrong. Like, my first thought is always wrong. I think that's just because I'm an addict. Like, it's always wrong. And if I could just learn to shut up and go to that fourth or fifth thought, because usually my second thought and my third thought are wrong too, things will be better. And I think I'll get there. It's going to take some time. I think I'll get there. And usually it's like some fucking terrible shit, like, usually. That's because I was in the fucking dark for so long. you know, and so I just jumped to the assumption of like fucking, sometimes it's funny to me, but it's not even funny, you know. Like, I'll give you an example. Right now, it happened as I'm saying this shit. The light's green and somebody's walking their little dog. It's fucking 11 o'clock. Somebody's walking their little dog. And the first thought in my head is, I wonder what kind of dope they're on. You know, like, that person may not even be on dope. I mean, you know, they might be, though. It sure seemed like it, but first thought wrong. They could just be going out for a, you know, 11 o'clock stroll with the dog. You know, out here, there's nobody on the... Still, I don't need to be doing that. Oh, I'm in a good mood, man. Like, today has been great. I mean, I went through my shit yesterday emotionally, and, you know, I didn't even cry in my home group tonight, which is good, because I was worried I was going to do that. I don't want to bawl in a meeting again. You know, like, I don't like that. You know, like, that's not my... I'm not looking for the fucking ugly cries. So, it was good to, like, share with my peoples what happened yesterday. And it was good to just talk about it in the meeting, you know, and really also give thanks to, you know, to Dennis. I'm saying a name because that's his name in the hospital. I won't say his last name, but, you know, maybe I shouldn't have said his name. I don't think it matters. This isn't a drug thing. Being able to share about my stuff, being able to make an amends to somebody, being able to have a perspective, and being able to, like, see my bad decision making in things, and being able to you know, go through what I've gone through, not just in the last 8 months, but, you know, in the last couple of weeks. I'm so grateful for it all. So grateful. I hate that I have to learn the hard way, but I love that I have to learn the hard way, because when I do it and I keep a positive attitude with gratitude, but also, you know, self-awareness, and, you know, owning up to my shit, and then calling myself out, it's teaching me how to have this personal integrity in my life. The personal integrity. You know, there's the integrity in which people see you. And then there's that integrity that we have when we're in our car and we're alone, when nobody's listening, when nobody's watching how we are. And I really want my life to be adjusted to a point that, like, I am, even in my car, I'm holding on to that, because I know that if I do that regularly and I do it over and over again, and I apply spiritual principles and all this stuff that I'm learning when I'm by myself and nobody's looking, that when I'm outside and people are looking and I'm acting like I am here, it's freely. You know, when people are watching, it's so easy for, I'll just say me, to try to act good, you know, but it's when I'm in my car, like, am I talking negative about somebody? Am I thinking negative about somebody? And it starts, like, inside my head, you know, and I've gone through some stuff where recently that I was able to hold my integrity, and I'm proud of myself for that. This isn't to, like, boast. This is more of a inventory. I just want to live my life like that. I want people to know that they can count on me. And more importantly, I just want people to be able to count on me. Like, I want people to be able to say, there's a person I can lean on, and I trust that they're not going to take whatever I have and put me on blast or any of that. You know, and I'm starting to get friends in this program that reach out to me. There's a couple guys that I talk to regularly now that that I'm grateful for. And then there's a dude I met yesterday that, not met, I've seen him for years now. Now that I'm back, I see him again, and he gave me a big hug. And there's somebody that I'm going to connect with. There's somebody that it's like these projects that I have of like, how can I get to know this person, and how can I start connecting with them? Like they say, together we stay clean. And I like that I have friends that call me out on shit. And they aren't afraid to tell me, hey man, this is your bad behavior. You probably feel guilty, like just stuff like that. And then I have to not defend myself and just own it. I like that I'm learning this. There's no other place in the world that teaches me this other than recovery. It's because I think in recovery I'm willing to more willing than I am in like the professional world. Like when it comes to my job, I got that shit on lock. That sounds like fucking some conceited shit. I got that shit on lock. Like nobody can fuck with me on that floor. Now there's people, and I need to have that mentality. My kids rely on me to be able to be that way. But I'm so fucked up and flawed, man, that that's a mask, really. I mean, kind of. Like, okay, maybe it's not quite a mask. It's after 15 years of doing it over and over and over again, ups and downs and all the battles, I've learned to do that very well. But when it comes to the rooms, when it comes to like outside of the professional atmosphere, man, I ain't got this shit on lock. I'm learning that, I can still be easily rattled, and my insecurities still pop out big time. But the more and more I stay clean, the more and more I do these things like amends and own up and this and that, the confidence within myself is being built. And it's wonderful. That way, so I'm like preparing myself. Like I know the end game for me is to have a partner that I spend the rest of my life with. I know that's end game for me. And it's not like the only thing I want, but it is the thing that I do want. But like I've got to be that person, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. I want to be able to provide here's the thing. I want to be able to provide a life for somebody that I was talking to my clients today, and they've been together for 50 years. 50. And I was like, man, I'll never get 50 with somebody now. And they were like, why not? And I'm like, well, I'm 46. And they were like, and then she laughed and she said, well, yeah, 50 is a little bit of a stretch with that, but why not a good 30? And I was like, yeah, man, see, I need to hear stuff like that, and, they say wherever you go, there you are. Like, I want to be able to take that me when it's, like, I don't have to be like at this, where I'm like here. And so that comes with patience and willingness and the ups and downs. I want to be able to give whoever the version of me that is better than I've ever imagined. So I had to go through some ups and downs, see the good and the bad, and be able to know how to not step over boundaries, and be able to know how to like step back and even if I want to talk to somebody, don't, and understand that my self-centeredness can get in the way. That comes with the first thought. And so like I'm really grateful for where I am today mentally. I'm truly grateful for what I'm learning. I'm not saying I'm looking for the next thing that's fucked up so I can learn through it, but I'm prepared for the next thing, whatever it's going to be. But I'll need to go through these things as it comes. I was talking to my daughter about, this is crazy. I was talking to my daughter about these blackouts that happened. I wanted to share about this. These blackouts that happened in like Peru, that were like 10 hours long. And her and her man were discussing on like what it could be, and it's nothing human. It's just something that like maybe the planet did something. And I thought to myself, like, this is so fucking, I thought to myself, like, if the fucking world blacked out and shit was going crazy, I know where I would head to go rescue a person. And I shouldn't even say that, like, out loud. Like, I don't know why that just popped in my head. Not like leave my kids or nothing, but I'm just, like, the thought that popped in my head is, like, I'd be on a mission to go find somebody. Bring them to safety. I know it's all, like, it's like a daydream. It's like winning the lotto, you know, like, what would I do if I won the lotto? Anyways, I don't even know why I shared that right now, but I'm not going to end this because that's 16 minutes that, like what do I do not post this? I post everything that pops into my head, as crazy as it may sound. Anyways, I'm going to now go in here and, you know, I can't work out on Saturdays, or I don't. So what I do is I go Friday morning, and now I go Friday night. So then Saturdays made up, and I'm feeling good. So I'm excited to go and do this for the next hour and a half. And I'm just grateful for how I feel right now. Oh no. This sucks. I forgot my fucking headphones. I gotta go. That way you guys don't see me fucking act shitty right now because I'm stewing inside.